This just happened. 1 minute ago, Kamala Harris, Vice President of the United States, appeared in court in connection with Day 13 of the Diddy trial. Yes, you heard that right. The Vice President herself just took the stand, and the courtroom was in total shock. Cameras weren't allowed inside, but sources close to the proceedings have confirmed that Harris's testimony is one of the most unexpected twists yet. Why was she there? What did she say? How does this impact the trial of Sean Diddy Combs, which has already gripped the nation? We're breaking down everything you need to know, minute by minute, development by development. This isn't just a courtroom drama anymore. It's a full-blown political thunderstorm. Stay with us for the next few minutes as we unravel this bombshell, provide exclusive insights, and bring you expert commentary. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss what comes next. Let's take a step back. For those just tuning in, the Diddy trial has been unfolding over the past several weeks, shaking the entertainment and legal worlds alike. It all began with a wide-ranging investigation into multiple allegations of abuse, racketeering, and conspiracy connected to Sean Diddy Combs and his inner circle. The charges span over a decade and involve claims from former employees, associates, and ex-partners. From the moment the indictment was unsealed, Day One set a serious tone, with prosecutors describing Diddy as the orchestrator of a complex criminal enterprise. Since then, courtroom days have been packed with witness testimonies, shocking audio recordings, and emotionally charged cross-examinations. Celebrities like Cassie and even former Bad Boy executives have already taken the stand, but nothing prepared us for today. Nothing indicated that a sitting vice president would ever be called to testify, until now. So how did Kamala Harris end up testifying in the middle of this explosive celebrity trial? That's the question everyone is asking. At first glance, it seems unthinkable. What possible connection could the vice president have to a music mogul's criminal proceedings? Here's what we know so far. Harris's appearance was in response to a subpoena issued late last week, which many media outlets overlooked. The nature of her testimony appears to revolve around a period during her time as California's Attorney General, when a number of investigations involving Combs's businesses were either opened or quietly dropped. This has raised eyebrows. Some legal experts speculate that Harris may have been called as a fact witness, possibly to confirm communications between state law enforcement and Combs's legal team. While nothing currently suggests wrongdoing on her part, her testimony could reveal whether political pressure played any role in how past investigations were handled. It's a moment that blurs the line between celebrity scandal and political accountability. Today in court, the atmosphere was thick with tension as Kamala Harris entered the building under tight security. Journalists had been tipped off about a high-profile appearance, but few guessed correctly. When Harris was sworn in, the room reportedly went silent. Dressed in a navy suit, she looked composed, though observers noted a slight edge in her tone. The lead prosecutor opened by asking her about communications she may have had in 2011 and 2012 regarding law enforcement inquiries into Combs's financial operations in Los Angeles. Harris responded that she had a limited recollection of such matters, but confirmed that she had met briefly with representatives from Combs's legal counsel. When pressed, she stated, "To the best of my memory, no decisions were made that deviated from normal protocol." Defense attorneys tried to suggest that political considerations may have influenced those decisions, but Harris pushed back firmly. "I have always conducted myself in accordance with the law and the facts as presented," she testified. At one point, a visibly frustrated defense lawyer asked whether Harris remembered an internal memo that allegedly directed staff to stand down on an ongoing investigation. she replied calmly, "I have not seen such a memo, and would not have authorized such a directive." Courtroom sources say this was one of the most dramatic moments of the day. The judge intervened several times to maintain order as tempers flared. Later, during cross-examination, Harris was asked whether any donors to her past campaigns had links to Combs. She acknowledged that various entertainment figures supported her over the years, but denied that campaign donations influenced her office's decisions. "There's no direct connection," she said. Her testimony lasted over 2 hours, with several recesses. While she wasn't accused of any misconduct, the very fact that she was compelled to testify is being seen as a monumental event in both the legal and political arenas. Legal analysts wasted no time dissecting Harris's appearance on the stand. One former federal prosecutor described her testimony as carefully measured, legally airtight. Another said, "She gave them nothing, no fuel for a fire." Still, the defense appeared to achieve their goal of introducing reasonable doubt about how past investigations were handled. Even the appearance of political interference can weaken the prosecution's case, noted a criminal defense attorney on a news panel. Yet others disagreed, saying the Harris angle may actually bolster the state's narrative by showing that powerful interests once tried to suppress scrutiny into Combs's actions. The consensus: while Harris didn't deliver a bombshell revelation, her testimony adds a new layer of complexity to an already tangled case. It also sets a precedent. A sitting vice president called to testify in a high-profile criminal trial. Legal historians are already marking today's events as one for the books. Meanwhile, the internet is ablaze. Within minutes of the news breaking, hashtags like #Kamala in court and Diddy trial day 13 were trending on X and TikTok. Influencers and political commentators rushed to live stream their takes, with reactions ranging from outrage to stunned disbelief. Some users praised Harris's poise and transparency, while others accused her of being part of a wider cover-up. One viral meme showed Harris and Diddy photoshopped into a courtroom scene from Law and Order, racking up 500,000 likes in under an hour. Cable networks broke into regular programming to report live updates, and late-night hosts are already preparing monologue material. Even international media outlets like the BBC and Al Jazeera are covering the story, framing it as a uniquely American spectacle. Across the political spectrum, reactions have been polarizing. Progressive voices defended Harris as a public servant doing her duty, while conservative outlets questioned whether more revelations are still to come. So, what does this all mean going forward? For one, the Diddy trial has now officially transcended entertainment gossip and become a story with serious political ramifications. Tomorrow's court session is expected to include more witnesses tied to state agencies, possibly digging deeper into the handling of past investigations. There's growing speculation that the defense will attempt to subpoena additional government officials. Could this turn into a broader inquiry? Legal experts are split. Some say Harris's appearance may discourage others from testifying voluntarily, fearing the political fallout. Others argue it sets a powerful example of accountability. Meanwhile, the prosecution appears undeterred, signaling that the focus remains on the charges against Combs. As the trial moves into its third week, public attention will only intensify. Whether this leads to conviction, mistrial, or acquittal, today's testimony will remain a defining moment in the case. From my perspective, today's testimony marks a line being crossed. Never before in recent memory have we seen a sitting vice president take the stand in a criminal trial, especially one tied to the entertainment industry. Whether or not Harris's involvement proves to be legally pivotal, it's undeniably symbolic. It shows that no figure, no matter how high-ranking, is completely removed from the ripple effects of power, influence, and accountability. The courtroom didn't need fireworks, just her presence was enough to shake the walls. But there's still a lot we don't know. Was her testimony complete truth? Was something held back? Could there be more subpoenas? This case is no longer just about Diddy. It's about institutions, influence, and justice. What do you think? Did Harris's appearance clarify things, or just raise more questions? If you've stayed with me this far, thank you. Today was historic in more ways than one, and there's still more to come. We'll be following the next developments in this case very closely, especially any ripple effects from Harris's appearance. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this breakdown useful, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next major update. Let me know in the comments what you think this means for the trial and for Harris's political future. Will this boost her reputation for transparency or open a Pandora's box? One thing's for sure, we're living through history. Stay alert, stay smart, and I'll see you in the next video.